Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Hung from Y&R.You, there are 5 strategies Adam Newman might use to entice Sally Spectra away from Nick Newman and back to him. And soon, Adam and Sally might make a comeback on the CBS soap opera. This is a transcript of our most recent Y&R video, which shows Adam's strategy for rescuing Sally from Nick. Check out all of our podcasts about soap opera spoilers here, and don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube. Hello, fans of CBS soap operas. Soap Dirt here, and today I want to discuss how Adam can get Sally Spectra away from Nick. Many people would wish to see Adam and Sally reunited. Snick, as they refer to the Sally and Nick pairing, is not popular with them. We therefore want to discuss that now. Additionally, I have a 5-point strategy that Adam Newman can use to wrest Sally Spectra, who is expecting from his brother Nick. 5-point plan then? Let's explore this and consider how Adam could be able to snag Sally from Nick. But let's speak about the playing field as it is right now for a moment. Nick Newman currently resides in a house with his son, Christian Newman. Christian, a biological child of Adam Newman, was adopted by him. Adam, though, consented to let him raise him. In Y&R.You, Nick lives at home with his son. As far as we can tell, Sally Spectra has never visited his home or spoken to his son. The Grand Phoenix, where Sally resided, has been restored. Additionally, it's the Genoa City Athletic Club set. At the GCHC, she is currently residing in a suite. This expectant mother is residing there by herself in a hotel room. She hasn't been invited to move in while her partner continues to live with his son. Not even thrown her a dinner invitation. They are only seen making out in Sally's hotel room. And it's obviously not just sex. There is some affection present, but that is the state of affairs. Adam is currently living, back at the ranch. Not in the penthouse is he. He marketed that. I think he resides at the ranch. Maybe at the tack house, I wonder. I'm attempting to recall. Adam is, in any case, residing somewhere. And it is obvious that he wants Sally Spectra to share that place with him. She has received 2 marriage proposals from him. And as far as we are aware this time, she is expecting his child. That is all that was provided, of course, and a soap opera paternity test cannot be trusted. Therefore, that serves as the foundation for our discussion. First of all, Adam might simply wait it out and wait for Nick to self-destruct. If you've been following Y&R for a while, you probably already know that Nick will inevitably make mistakes on his own. Do you recall the last time Nick and Sharon were being married at the altar? Do you still recall what he did? He decided to keep it a secret after having slept with Phyllis Summers, but Sharon eventually found out. As soon as they reached the altar, she waited. She then blew it all up in his face since he messed up the situation. They were in an excellent location. People were ecstatic to see them together. They delighted in their Sharon and Nick coupling. But he botched it by Phyllis and hitting the bedding. Then it all came to a head, and he is now cordial with Sharon Case. But he still made a mess of everything. And Nick operates in that way. On Y&R.You, he eventually finds a way to ruin things. He now firmly believes that he is the good person, but let's face it. He is kind of a playboy and rogue, and he always manages to make matters worse. Adam only had to exercise patience. Sally will unavoidably be let down by Nick. Wait, then gather her up. Adam, though, isn't that patient. He's not the type of person to just wait around. He's trying really hard to simply be calm right now. But that's about as patient as he can be. Second, Adam can bring up Nick's problems with commitment. She became defensive after he repeatedly mentioned it to her in an open-ended manner. Therefore, I don't think he has to keep repeating that Nick doesn't love you. Nick will only adore Sharon, you know. He won't ever make a commitment to you, you know, not in that way. In order to avoid inciting her wrath against Adam, he must be tactful and simply remind her casually of these realities. Otherwise, she might become more entrenched in her position. Hey, have you been to Nick's house? Is one example of a question he could ask. How much time have you spent with Christian, exactly? You guys still say I love you. You might, ask questions. He can pose inquiries to her that will encourage these ideas. So he can certainly do that, and Sally might then consider the possibility that Nick is truly not moving forward with her. Although he is helping me with my pregnancy, our relationship is essentially unchanging. He hasn't expressed his love for me, although Adam is madly in love with me. That is how he can persuade her to think. Then, thirdly, Adam can recruit her at his new business to remind her of their earlier romance in the workplace and try to recapture some of that chemistry. Recently, Adam requested that Sally join him at Tucker McCall's business, which Victor had acquired and given to him. As a result, he wants to employ her to work there because it will help him get to know her better. He can ideally enjoy 8 hours per day of uninterrupted, Nick-free access to Sally if they are working together. You might recall, though, that Victor had previously invited Nick to quit Newman Enterprises and join him as Adam's CUO. Even Victoria laughed when Nick told her about it. Nick scoffed before replying no. Nick might change his mind, though, if Sally is there with Adam punching a time clock. He could understand how Adam would be using this as part of a scheme to snare Sally away from him. Adam can do that, but Nick might get in the way again, which could ruin his strategy. The fourth of our 5 suggestions for how Adam might kidnap Sally is for him to remind her of her connection to the unborn child. She's letting him feel her growing belly, and the baby is now beginning to kick, so as this pregnancy goes on, they'll be physically close to one another. He continues to attend some doctor's appointments, and she lets him feel their unborn child kick. There must be a natural sensation that the father of my child is placing his hand on my belly. You know, it simply needs to refrain from conjuring up any erotic ideas about how they created the baby. However, more thoughts turn to the relationship they have and will have for the rest of their lives, and he has the opportunity, which Nick does not have with Sally, to ingratiate himself even more. At least not just now. Unless that paternity test is found invalid, at least. The fifth and last item is that Adam can wait until Sally gives birth to the child. He can make sure he is by her side by waiting until the hormones associated with labor, birth, and newborn bonding start to work. She can be falling back in love with him at the same time that she is falling for their infant. Nevertheless, in my opinion, she is still in love with Adam. I believe that he has injured her, and I also believe that she views Nick as a more secure option. However, as I said in point 1, it could be wiser to wait for Nick to intentionally harm himself. But I don't believe Nick can keep her heart secure. Additionally, May sweep teasers indicate that Nick essentially ignores Sally in his life when Sharon faces a dilemma that he helps her overcome. Thus, it seems that the creators of Young and the Restless are preparing the way for Adam and Sally. But if he implements our 5-point strategy, perhaps he can win her back. And speaking of future Young and the Restless spoilers, we have Nick being angry with Victor because he wants to keep Sally away from him. The two brothers' conflict with their father then intensifies because they are furious that Victor attempted to buy their mother's unborn child and drive her out of town. As a result, they will become more protective of her. And finally, the impending Sharon problem in May sweeps will push Nick away from Sally and toward Sharon. The scene is now set. Let's see whether Adam Newman can seize the opportunity and figure out a way to reclaim his girl from his older brother. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our channel and stay with us.